Press record. There we go. So, Catriella Layton, the daughter of Professor Layton, has started a detective agency in the middle of London on Chancellor Lane. And she is solving cases all throughout London, starting off with missing clock handles on Big Ben. I'm screaming because my music is so loud. Whoopsie. Because I was listening to a YouTube video earlier while I was working and that was very quiet. There we go. And starting with missing Big Ben clock handles, she somehow landed in the clientele group of the rich and famous in London. So yeah, she has a lot of requests from those people. Also some other requests from other people, but also a lot of, requests from those people. Although in the anime it's definitely more mixed, but this game is more based on that. And last time we solved the case of a stolen statue on board a cruise ship. And yeah, that was actually a very fun case, very mysterious. And this time we're going into how Catriel and Ernest met. Ernest is her, unpaid helper, slave, aka madly in love with her. And basically, while Catriel's out running some errands, Ernest started talking to Cheryl, their speaking dog, about the story. And we're currently investigating in said story, because essentially what was happening is Ernest started on Grayson University as a student, and on his first day there, he got accused of stealing some research papers from one of his favorite professors that does something with plants, research, agriculture, in that vicinity. So, he got arrested, taken to the police station. Catriel Layton, also just newly back to London, stormed into the office of, you guys know, our favorite police detective, who is also, or inspector I should say, who's also the guy that appeared in the other cases. And she was mad at him for not properly doing his research and just arresting the first person on the spot that was in front of the door when things got discovered. So he was like, okay boy, we're gonna keep a watchful eye on you, but you're free for now. And they decided to investigate, so Catriel is now following Ernest's path through the university. And last time we were at the flower beds, and then at the goat shed, and now we're back at the flower beds. Case 10, the importance of being earnest. Importance. I cannot talk anymore. The police are on site at the university in the middle of their investigation into the stolen research documents. Catriel and Ernest retraced Ernest's steps that morning, which is when the theft took place. So yeah, we looked at the entire chat, found some cute riddles. And Ernest said, hey, he didn't actually go into the university, he went back to the flower bed. Because he followed a cat. Yes, this is where I followed the cat to these roses again. And you got the cat here? Well, I did pick it up in my arms, but managed to wiggle free again. Obviously fostered it because it jumped straight through the open window inside the building. The one to the right. On the right? There you mean? And did you go after it again? Well, I was worried it might damage something inside, so I climbed up to look through the window. But then I slipped and fell headlong inside myself. It was because of the beautiful roses growing right next to the windowsill. I was being so careful not to trample on them, got myself into a funny position, and well, it made me go sort of oops-a-daisy right into the room. And the room happens to be Dr. Ohm's laboratory. So you fell in Dr. Ohm's laboratory from the window? Is that about the size of it? Yes, exactly. It was simply an unfortunate accident that ended up in there at all. And as I was rubbing my head after it had it had taken a knot. Someone, who I presume was a student, came into the room. Cat immediately shot out of the open door and into the corridor before you could blink. No one else saw it. So when I told people I'd been chasing a cat, everyone thought I was Layton. I see, and that's how you came to be a suspect. Yes, they thought I was a burglar, so I had to be questioned by the police. Finally, then we've reached the scene of the crime. See how your movement this morning that you know? Well, Miss Layton, you think you can prove my innocence? All I think I can prove at the moment is that you're incredibly unlucky. I think everyone knows that already. But you have had one stroke of luck today, Ernest. What's that? You met her? Of course, of course. You met me. Don't worry, I'll be working something out. Probably. I do hope you can, miss. Why don't we take a closer look at this window which you managed to oops-a-daisy your way through? Okay, first of all, there's the cat. Oh, there it is. That's the cat I was tracing. I wonder if it belongs to anyone. It doesn't seem to be lost, really, does it? That's the way out over there, boss. If you finished what you came for, you better be getting home. Gosh, can you speak to animals, miss? Of course, that's what every gentlewoman does. Well, every gentlewoman worth her salt, anyway. Say you're spiffing. Ernest, please, I'm pulling your leg. Animals can't talk, everyone knows that. Good joke. There's Cheryl still. Oh, you got me there. I'll still have me. Also, if you think back towards Layton, Professor Layton's apprentice number 1, he could talk to animals, so I guess that doesn't work. In this universe, I mean the logic, you know. This is the window, isn't it? The one by which the cat and then you entered the laboratory. Yes, it was open a sliver and the cat squeezed through. Alright then, let's follow in your footsteps and squeeze in at will. Wait, we can't do that, Miss Layton. Why not? Because you can't just climb into rooms through windows. But if we're following in your footsteps, we have to. Yes, I understand, but we could get into trouble, more trouble. The police might start saying that you're a thief as well. I suppose you have a point, so what do you suggest? We go around and through the main entrance? Seems a bit dull. I think dull might be for the best, miss, just this once. Following my earlier footsteps, we finally arrived at the scene of the crime after a lot of toing and froing. We would soon be in Dr. Holmes' laboratory where the truth behind this case would be revealed, or so hoped. Mm-hmm. Just like we remember it from the Layton games. Mm-hmm. She even says it. Well, this place really hasn't changed at all. I've done a mistake and I finally properly entered Crescent Hollow University. Not through a window, but actually through the front door. I think you might be alone in your excitement about this, Ernest. So let's find our way to Dr. Holmes' laboratory, shall we? Time is of the essence. Oh, you do. Oh no, it's him again. Who's him? The cat's mother? It's Inspector Hastings to you, Sunshine. Hello, Inspector. I think you just saw your cat, actually. Is that why you're here? Have you lost it? Are you trying to be funny, miss? I'm investigating the case, as you very well know. Yes, of course, the case of Dr. Holmes' stolen research papers. Have you discovered any new information? Oh, we haven't gotten any level, and you like that we're just... Ellen, why am I telling you anything? Keep your nose out of police business. I thought I had you there for a moment. You think I'd fall for your cheap trick like that? You'd be lucky. Thought I told you to go home back at the yard, didn't I? So what are you doing here? We're also investigating the case. Thought I could prove Ernest was innocent. Innocent, good luck with that, as Ladder is the prime suspect. But I really didn't do it. There's no point keeping up the pretense, Sunshine. himself made a statement saying he's sure you're the culprit. You're the only one who could have done it. Dr. Hung, he thinks I'm guilty too. Anyway, the prof slaps us off the limits here. From now on, no one goes in there without permission. But, Inspector, we won't be able to... very well. Good, I'm glad we understand each other. Now clear if you're getting under my feet there. I suppose we just have to give out that. And Grease, don't go off any unannounced holidays, eh? We'll be waiting you down at the yard before long. Could I just clarify something, Inspector? You said that people without permission weren't allowed into the laboratory, didn't you? So presumably if you had permission, you'd be granted entry. Yeah, obviously, but the prime suspect and unrelated members of the public aren't gonna get in. I'm in charge here, so what I say goes. Very clear, thank you. Come along then, Ernest. He didn't say whose permission, though. Where are we going, miss? Just follow me. Believe me, a single woman living alone in London doesn't let things like this stop them. Alright then, I'd say I trust you, so... But Inspector Hastings' appearance was going to put a stop to our investigation here and then. But Miss Layton wasn't giving up. She seemed to have a plan. I resolved again to put my faith in her and follow as she walked away. But not without 10 coins and riddle. So check that. Oops, sorry. Classic carring, Ugh, I forgot I put ointments on my lips earlier. And I can taste it, and it's not the best taste ever. Ugh. And there it was. Oh, do we have a riddle? A puzzle hiding on the notice board. So Grassenheller. Suppose that means it's a student level puzzle, does it? Perhaps I should try to solve it. pH problem, huh? pH is a measurement of alkalinity and acidity. The lower the number, the more acidic something is. pH 3 is acidic, whereas pH 10 is alkaline. So what would a pH 0 plus 0?
So, in conclusion, that wasn't
neutral, obviously. But basic fit, so. But neutral doesn't fit. No, it's not acid. I mean... Ten is very alkaline, so it's very sour, so... Acidic, sour... I think it... I don't know if it has to fit in all the letters, so far it has been... My brain is not thinking right. It's not acid, and it's not... Let's try sour. I hoped it would work, but...
If you'll entertain my idea here, Miss Layton would never have got that wrong.
Hmm. O plus O. O2? Like water? Yeah, my pencil isn't writing right. Nope, not at all. I'm giving up, guys. Come on. O2 water.
I have a feeling that perhaps I don't cut the mustard at all, do I?
Other water would be H2. Yeah. Hold on. O2 water, yeah. My brain is truly fried today. H2O is obviously water. I mean, I can only think of O2. I mean 0 plus 0 or O plus... Oh, that's the question. It's technically oxygen, so breathing, but breath doesn't fit, so... Air doesn't fit either. pH O plus O. Break, maybe? Do they need to break? I don't know, this is the stupidest idea I have, but let's try.
I have a feeling that perhaps I don't cut the mustard at all, do I?
I have no idea. Let's get hints. pH reading of 0 equals acid, but pH... Please what? pH O plus O. Fo? What? I just glanced at it and I read photo at first. That can't be the answer, right? Oh, no, don't tell me it is. Hold on. It says to try reading it as letters. Let's try. Ah. How does that get recognized? That is like the most squiggly thing
I have a
ever.
feeling that perhaps
Is it a...
still no patch on Miss Layton, of course.
Okay. So I was right when I read that, misread that there. Also, sorry I didn't read the hints, but... The answer was pt.9, huh? Okay. I thought too chemically there, but I did it! I solved it! Yes, you're a real Grasnella boy now, well done. I'm apparently not a Grasnella girl, because I needed a hint there. You're too kind, Miss Layton. To be fair, I blabbered some nonsense before that too, where I just want to hit my head against the wall and say, why am I so stupid? Why am I so stupid? Do you have water? Yeah. We're gonna ignore that. I'm tired, I had a very long day. When I say very long day, I mean exceptionally long. This entire weekend was very busy with work stuff. Hardly any break. Not like a weekend should be. Okay, I don't see anything else, so... Where are we going, miss? We need to get permission to enter the lab. As it happens, I was coming here today to meet with someone who may be able to help us in that regard. Sure, he said we're allowed into the lab. Really, but I thought Inspector Hastings was in charge. The problem is where to find him. Perhaps we should ask that detective over there if he's seen him. Oh yes, alright. I already know who they're talking about because there's just one person that technically has a higher say than the inspector here. And you guys probably know him too if you followed the Layton series. I guess they're talking about Dean Damona, right? Excuse me, DC Booker, could I ask you something? Wonder if you've seen Dean Damona around here anywhere? The Dean? Well, according to my notes here, yes, was also looking for him. Seems I wanted to ask him some questions. Apparently, even my notes are to be believed he was off campus. Oh dear, off campus? You happen to know where he's going? To Scotland Yard, as far as I know, to meet with Inspector Hastings. Oh, but we just saw the inspector inside. We've obviously missed each other then. Yes, I just noted down. Well, looks like we have to head back to Scotland Yard ourselves then. We have to find the Dean. So that's who you wanted to talk about gaining entry to Dr. Orm's laboratory? Yes, I need to discuss some things with him. I can't believe you know the Dean, Miss Layton. That's amazing. He's been the head of Crescent University for donkey's years. He must be one of the most famous people in London. Actually, it's my father who knows the Dean, really, not me. Your father? I'll explain some other time. For now, we must hurry back to Scotland Yard. Yes, you're quite right. We don't want to enter a passing want to end up passing each other as well. No, so let's get a move on. Together we hurry back to Scotland Yard. We're still rather bemused by Miss Layton's acquaintances with the Dean. How that this young detective woman came to know one of the country's most preeminent scholars. I mean, we know because we've played the Professor Layton game. Okay, yeah, whatever. I'm trying to see if they have a riddle for me. Sometimes when you get back, they do. No. Okay, he doesn't have anything new either. Okay, my food is officially cold, and I think that's all I can stomach without having to eat it up again, so... least I'm not hungry anymore, and the rest I can eat after stream as a little snack before bed, so it works out well. Just need to put the plate into a safe space, and I have a lot of work documents on my desk, so I can just place it here, I guess. That will work. Okay. Let's get back into it. Now then, where is he? Ah, there he is over there. Yes, it's really him. Have you ever met him before, Ernest? No, never. At the welcoming ceremony, he was just a little dot up on the stage at the front of the hall. God, my palms are sweating. I mean, I'm really about to meet the most important person in the whole of Grasnella. No time for this. Come along. First, let's see for results. Nope. Okay. Hello, Dean. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Catriel, Layton. Well, bless my cotton socks. Almost certainly has been a long time. How are you, my girl? Very well, thank you. You haven't changed at all. Tell me, how's your father? I haven't seen him in a while, actually, either. No, he's gone missing. What? Missing? Yes, they're looking into it here at Scotland Yard as it happens, but nothing yet. It's actually why I wanted to see him. You know where he might have gone? I have absolutely no idea. I'm terribly sorry, Cathy. I wish I could be more helpful. Still, won't worry about old Herschel. Wherever he is, I'm sure he's perfectly fine. No doubt he'll show up again soon enough as if nothing had happened. Yes, I'm sure you're right. You know, I'm glad I bumped into you, actually. My granddaughter's just sent me another puzzle in the post, but can't for the life of me see how to solve it. Would you mind having a look at it? He never, ever solves her puzzles alone. Troublesome, huh? Professor's written some on the board, but it doesn't make any sense. Can apparently be fixed by adding a curved line in one location, but which curved line is the right one? Be in mind that there's no need to rotate the line in question. I mean, if we put the line here and the line here, that would make 96, so... I think it's this one, right?
This should do it, I think. Puzzles are made for solving.
Yes, okay, there we go. Good, no problem. And one wasn't too troublesome. Of course, that's how it's done. Well, thank you, Catriel. I won't have to disappoint my little angel now. What a relief. Glad to have been of assistance. Actually, I came down here to Scotland Yard to meet with Inspector Hastings, but can't find the man anywhere. That's because he's at the university, I'm afraid. Oh, you mean we just missed each other, did we? How irritating. Yeah, I heard there's been an incident on campus, a theft. Yes, a nasty business. That's what I come to talk to the inspector about. I'd like to ask for your permission to investigate the case myself, Dean. You, Catriel? Yes, I get to the bottom of it, but the police are already well on the way with their own investigation. I'm aware of that, but I think perhaps a different perspective might be called for. I may be able to see things in a way that the police can't. Alright then, I can't really see any harm in it. I'll allow it. If you have your father's crime-solving skills, no doubt you see to the heart of the matter in an instant. Thank you. So you permit us into Dr. Room's laboratory, I presume, the scene of the crime? Yes, of course. You have free reign over the entire university for this, Catriel. Wonderful. In that case, we were getting straight down to business. Good luck. I'd like this cleared up as soon as possible. The reputation of the university will suffer if it drags on. Wow, that voice was a hard number on my vocal cords. Mainly because of the allergy still, but oof. Say, that was a dog breezer. You were chatting with the dean as if you were old friends. And more importantly, he's given us the permission we need to investigate the laboratory. Yes, Inspector Hastings won't be able to turn us away now. No, he won't, so let's go back there and drop a extra large nose in it. So we managed to obtain the permission we needed to enter Dr. Holmes' laboratory and investigate. I was as perplexed as ever by Miss Layton, especially after the familiar tone she seemed able to adopt with the Dean Lamona. Alright, here we are then. Dr. Holmes' laboratory, just up ahead. Oh, look, mysterious Inspector Hastings. Not you two again. I've had just about enough of your sauce, alright? You're not coming in here, and that's fine. Actually, it's not. We have permission to investigate in the laboratory now. In fact, we have permission to do whatever we deem necessary for inquiries. Come on, you think I was born yesterday, and who gave you permission, eh? Because it certainly wasn't me. Dean Lamona authorized it personally. The Dean? Presumably you're not going to flout his authority? I don't. Dean Lamona said I was alright. Come on then. In you go. Thank you, Inspector. Come along, Ernest. Yes, do excuse us, Inspector. Don't know what the Dean's playing and letting you clowns investigate. This is highly irregular. You and Inspector Hastings was powerless to stop us now that we had Dean Lamona's permission. I waited with bated breath to see what miraculous deductions Miss Layton would be able to make at the scene of the crime. Well, let's go in and investigate. Mrs. Miss, the research laboratory of the highly regarded Dr. Genome. Isn't it exciting? So, this is where the incident took place, and you got in here through that window over there, was it? That's right, that's the window I was peering in through when I slipped inside with an oopsie-daisy. Did I mention that? You did, and that's presumably Dr. Rome over there? According to Inspector Hastings, it's accused you of the crime. I idolize the man, but he thinks I'm a criminal. Well, I think we should start by interviewing him. Excuse me, Dr. Rome. Who are you? I'm Catriel Layton. Dean Lamona has given me permission to investigate the theft of your research papers. It's a disgrace, I tell you, Anne. Wait, you're the young chap who took them? No, I assure you, Professor, I've been wrongly accused I didn't do it. What are you even doing here? They take you back to Scotland Yard? They did, but they had to let me go because they didn't have enough evidence to hold me. Clearly, Anasty was acting suspiciously and did enter the laboratory through a window, but he's not the culprit. I intend to clear Ernest's name by finding the truth thief and bringing him or her to justice. We need to make a thorough search of this laboratory in order to gather supportive evidence. I don't know what you think you'll be able to find, but if the Dean's given you his permission, I can't stop you. Be my guest, just don't upset any of my experiments. Thank you, we'll try not to take too much of your time. Hint coins and puzzles first, though. This is Dr. Orm's research equipment. I'm sure it's the very best, probably rather expensive. You suppose he even ever drops things when he's conducting experiments? Chemicals and things, I mean. Oh yes, I'm afraid that does happen like this. Yes, it happens. We found out that some things have funny reactions with school books. I have a bottle of medicine that slipped out of the boy's hands. Try to limit the damage by placing one piece of wood so that as little medicine splits onto the floor as possible. Where would the best place to position the wood be? Slide to move and then touch to rotate. Well, how about right here? Right in front of the bottle. I'm just saying. You did it. If the bottle was sealed shut at the start, then no medicine would spill. It's important to watch what you're doing when you're carrying things. Ta-da! I'm glad I managed to stop that substance going all over the floor, whatever it was. I hope I can work with Dr. Holm one day. Proving you didn't steal his research data will be rather pivotal in realizing that wish, I think. Yes, of course. Was a fun little puzzle, though. Oh, look, there's a fine view of the rose bed out of the window. Ah, you've noticed the roses, have you? I say they're simply spiffing. Aren't they? I often stop and gaze out of the window at them. Who tends to the flowers, Dr. Room? I don't really know. To be honest, I hear some of the students manage the gardening around here. Gosh, that's very impressive. Flowers like that take an awful lot to look after. Yes, I should be thankful to the students, I suppose. Whenever I get a little fed up with my progress, I find those beautiful roses often cheer me up. So, the view from your window helps you when you're writing papers, you mean? Ah, the view from the window? Oh. Almost last hint. Farthing, yes. Dr. Holmes' test is inviolably tidy, isn't it? A far cry from a certain other Grassnella professor, that's for sure. Certain other? Sorry? Never mind. Her father and she clearly inherited it. Just that you generally think of academics as being too engrossed in their work to care about keeping their things to order. Excuse me, I don't know what other academics you know, but I thank you not to tar me with the same brush. Sorry, I didn't think you could hear me. I'm clean and tidy by nature. I can't relax unless I have everything in order. Really very simple. You put things away after you finished using them and you put the rubbish in the bin. When you're finished with documents, you dispose of them promptly. Can't write a Korean paper about anything if you're surrounded by mess. That's what I believe, anyway. That's why I always keep things neat and tidy. I see, so that's how the great professor works. Fascinating. Sorry. Vicious veg, huh? They're gonna scream at us. Like a banshee. Oof. Dr. Holm, would you mind if I asked you 1 or 2 questions? If you must, I'm a very busy man, you know. Yes, tell me, why is that you've accused Ernest of stealing your papers? For crying out loud, he was seen climbing through the window. Don't need to be Einstein to figure it out. I'm sorry, Dr. Holm. You're mistaken. That's right, miss, you set him straight. Ernest has admitted entering the room through the window, but he didn't climb in, he fell in. With an upsy-daisy. I don't think that's really relevant here, miss. Really, but you kept mentioning it. Look, I was here just before you snuck through the window and all my papers were accounted for then. I had an appointment, so I left the laboratory, but I made sure I locked the door on my way out. Just after you broke in, one of the students came and let himself in here with a spare key. See you in here, for goodness sake. When I got back, the papers I'd left on my desk were gone. Can't have just disappeared into thin air, can they? What can be responsible but you? I don't know, but... Just a moment, Dr. Holm. Said that you locked the door when you left the room, didn't you? What about the window? You locked that? Oh, I remember now. I actually saw Dr. Holm opening the window while I was standing and admiring the roses outside. Same window that the cat jumped through, I mean. Don't remember. I intended to lock the window too, but the point is you don't expect people to sneak through windows. The fact that you did that proves you were up to no good. Dr. Holm, I wish you believe me. I don't think there's anything you could say to him at the moment that would change his mind, Ernest. We just have to, we just have to find irrevocable proof. Yes, I suppose so. Well, now that I've had a look around the laboratory for myself, have you managed to find the evidence we need, miss? I find that your actions are more and more suspicious, Ernest. Oh no. No, not really. I was just pulling your leg. I nearly fainted. So I can't find anything that really proves your innocence. For the time being, you still be considered a suspect, I'm afraid. We need to find something that points to the true culprit. Just something... Huh? This is a real problem, this is. Dr. Holm, what's wrong? I've been trying to carry on with this paper despite my important documents having been stolen. Without them to refer to, I'm lost. I can't make head nor tail of what's written here. Oh dear, would you let me have a look, Professor? You? But you're the thief. Well, why not? The way things are at the moment, it couldn't get any worse. Thank you. This is what's giving me the trouble, you see. Okay, there we go. To the letter, huh? Letters on the left have been transformed into the symbols on the right. Using the same rule, what would the letter turn into? Well, basically split in the middle and put to the other side. That should be pretty easy. So, this one.
I have a feeling that perhaps... Still
Well,
no patch on Miss Layton, of course.
Thank you, that was a quick reaction. Well, that was an easy puzzle, right? Symbols on the right are created by cutting the letters on the left in half vertically and swapping over the right and left sides, overlapping them a little is key. Ah, yes, that makes sense now. What did you say your name was again? Ernest Grease, wasn't it? Very impressive if you weren't a thief. You had a promising future ahead of you. I do wish you'd believe me, Professor. Really didn't steal anything. Sorry. Carbonation. Doesn't make any difference who did it now. Tomorrow's the deadline for the paper submission anyways. Tomorrow? Oh golly, that's a pickle. You're telling me I was due to finish it off today, but that was before my documents were pinched. It's no use without that data. I can't write another word. The whole world is watching and waiting to see what I publish next. I'm not going to be able to satisfy their thirst for my knowledge this time. Oh dear, what a mess. It's beyond my control though, now that my documents are gone. Blame the scoundrel that stole them. You want me to submission deadline? Yes, it's beyond your control. Are you alright, miss? I think I might know why the documents went missing. Miss Layton was still deep in thought, but I could see that the truth of this case was bubbling up inside her. Well, let's solve it. I've got it. I know exactly what happened. Really? You mean you can prove that I didn't do it? Yes, Ernest, you're off the hook. This mystery is history. So who did take the professor's documents then? Oh. The stuttering of the cartridge, apparently. I explain everything later. First, I want you to go and fetch Inspector Hastings. Me? Yes, you. Let's go. Run along now, Ernest. Chop. Yes.
We can put the puzzle of your missing documents to bed now. That mystery is history.
Really?
They are there.
Hey? But I don't... What? The roses.
What on earth does this business have to do with that bed of roses?
That's the result of your research.
What are you talking about? I researched genetically engineered plants. Those are just ordinary run-of-the-mill flowers of the genus Rosa. What possible connection could they have to my work?
You hit a brick wall with your research. With the presentation of your paper fast approaching, you needed to buy yourself some time. So you arranged for your documents to be stolen.
Who planted that idea in your head?
Of course, it left you with the problem of disposing of reams and reams of paper. And then you realized you could feed it to the goats the university keeps, whose droppings are used as manure for those roses.
Okay, that's funny.
So those roses are the fruits of your labor. Haven't they bloomed beautifully? You must be delighted. In other words, Ernest here is innocent. So, Ernest, I'll leave you to take it from here.
So yeah, the professor was at fault from the beginning.
Layton, you are magnificent.
It's over. All that research and for what? I've absolutely nothing to show for any of it.
It doesn't have to be over, Professor. Why don't you start again? I'd gladly help you.
Ernest, you mean you can forgive me? After everything I've done?
I've watched you conducting your research for a long time now. I know better than anyone what an exceptional man you are. I'm quite sure you'll succeed given enough time. So let's start again. Working together.
Well, Ernest, you're exceptional yourself. Thank you.
It's Miss Layton we should be thanking. Both of us. I must think of some way to repay her.
Repay her, he did.
And that was the moment I realized. I realized what a deep respect I had for Miss Layton. What complete faith I had in her abilities. And how I truly felt about her.
Yeah, what he truly thought about her. We all know by now, I think. A stupid allergy is annoying me. Obviously, it gets worse after I've eaten, but eh. New case card has been added, entitled Go Chat Gathering. New shop has been added. New letter. And case 11. Chancelline's buzzing. There's been a murder and Cat's the prime suspect. Catriel and Layton wanted. Well, let's get into it. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? The start of another lovely day. Ernest, pour some tea, would you? Yes, miss. You seem to have to be in a rather gay mood this morning. Have you had some good news or something? Oh, you noticed? Is that obvious? Thought I was managing to hide it quite well. Like a poker play, you know you were humming, Neldy. Well, I popped into the Lucky Clover up the road yesterday, you know, the boutique owned by Miss Price. I saw the most delightful hat, but I just couldn't decide if I should buy it or not. Lifestyle, isn't it just so hard? She was just about to close for the day, so I had to leave it, but I've been thinking about it all night. And in the end, you realized it was all a waste of time. And in the end, I'm going to splash out of my head, so it's time for a trip to the Lucky Clover. I was hoping there'd be more to that than I had. Sure, worrying about hats is not a trifling matter, it's what English gentlewoman does, and should do. I'm very excited about it, miss. I'm sure you're going to look simply stunning in it. Thank you, Ernest. By the way, have either of you noticed there seems to be a bit of a commotion going on outside? I can hear a lot of voices, yes. Oh, there's rather a crowd gathering, so I wonder what's going on. Perhaps we should go and investigate? Everyone seems to be gathering outside the Lucky Clover. And I don't see any tails wagging. Looks serious. I can't really see. I wonder what's going on. Miss Layton, look, there's a policeman outside the shop. The police are on the scene. Some kind of incident must have taken place then. Yes, I dare say. Gosh, let's go ask some of the people milling around if they know anything. Excuse me. Sorry, lad, I'm writing us here. Big news. This is very big news indeed. This doesn't make the front page in the morning. I'll be monkey's uncle. Of course, I've got to write the article first, but no. You're the lad from the Layton Detective Agency. Yes, that's right. Whatever's going on here, Douglas. I'm Miss Layton. Crikey. Sorry? Have I... Dear me, it's her, Miss Layton's here, look. It's her, the woman herself. Can it really be true? Open brackets. Personally, I don't believe it. Close brackets. What have you done, Cat? Everyone's practically jumping out of their skins at seeing you here. I have no idea what's going on. I just go and ask one of the police officers. I don't think that will be necessary unless someone's coming over. Look, don't believe I've ever seen them before, have you? Chief Inspector Britannius. Very nice wordplay with the name. Well, Miss Catriel Layton, I believe, of the Layton Detective Agency. Yes, that's me. I don't believe we've met. Britannius is the name. Chief Inspector Britannius. I'm from Scotland Yard. Oh, well, pleased to meet you, Chief Inspector. There's quite a crowd here, isn't there? What's happened? Don't speak to me, police. It's against protocol to converse with suspects. Suspect? No, I'm... Catriel Layton, I'm arresting you on suspicion of preventing the course of justice and... you can't arrest Miss Layton. The pond? For Cat? Just a moment, please, Chief Inspector. What am I even accused of doing? Why are you arresting me? Police, you're suspect for the murder of Clover Price, proprietress of the Lucky Clover. Miss Price? The Lucky Clover? Murder? Murder? That took a while to catch on. Case 11, Catriel Layton wanted. Very, very exciting. You mean Miss Price has been killed? Impressive acting, Love, but don't think you're rather overplaying it. I know you did it. I didn't know anything about this until just now. Oh, really? Well, perhaps this priestess will jog some memory for you. This morning it was reported that the proprietress of the Lucky Clover, Miss Clover Price, was lying motionless on the floor of her boutique. Police rushed to the scene, but the victim was already dead. I don't believe it. Poor Miss Price. We managed to pinpoint the time of death as yesterday evening, and according to witnesses, you, Miss Layton, were seen entering the shop at that exact time. So, darling, what more can I tell you? Obviously, it was you. Well, I did go to the Lucky Clover yesterday, you're right. I was thinking about buying one of the hats in there, but Miss Price was perfectly fine when I left. You can carry on lying to me now, not the yard constable. I'll take this suspect in. Yes, sir, Chief Inspector, sir. Miss Layton, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to accompany me to the station. No, Miss Layton isn't a criminal. This is madness. Ernest is right. Please hear me out. Come quietly, please, miss, otherwise I regret to say that I have to cuff you. Gosh, they really are going to arrest you, miss. Cuff me? But I'm no killer. Sorry, miss, but I have to follow procedure in these matters. You're frogging a dead dog, cat. They're not going to listen. This must be the scoop of the century. The esteemed detective Catriel Layton accused of murder. I thought nothing could surprise me. Looks like they're determined to pin this on me. Alright, everyone, stand aside, please. Britannias, what the dickens is going on here? Well, what a surprise. Not. Thought you'd be making an entrance before long, Hastings. Come on, what evidence have you got that she did it? I was expecting you to protest her innocence, seeing as how she solved the majority of your cases for you. I'm not protesting anything. All I'm asking is what proof have you got that Cat's the killer? Oh, I get proof, Hastings, just as soon as I get her in the sweatbox back at the yard. That's not warranted, you know it, as with the strong-armed hat killer. I can't hear you. Must be because I'm in charge of this investigation, not you. You might be in charge, but I'm not gonna sit back and let you get away with cursing a suspect. Looks like there's a bit of a dogfight going on among the pigs. I have a nasty feeling that if I let that Chief Inspector Britannias arrest me, everyone will track to jail. I think I'm just going to make my excuse. Bye. Where are you going, darling? Not trying to skip town, are we? Father. I distract him, miss. Run away you can. Thank you, Ernest. You're a lifesaver. For you, miss, anytime. Sorry, Chief Inspector, but I can't let you past me. You're trying to protect her, are you? I don't think so. Sorry, you won't, but can't get around, sir. Catriel Layton, stop right there. Sorry, I forgot now. Where are you even going, Cat? Oh, dear. Basically as far away from here as possible, but the end of Chancellor Street will do for now. Come on, Shirley, get his legs working. So now we're on the run. Huh. You know what the funny thing is? We can still get hint coins. Cocoa conch, huh? Yummy. That looks very, very yummy. Oh, you found a riddle. Look, Charlotte, there's a puzzle hiding here. You should be the one hiding from the police, remember? Oh, but I can't leave a puzzle unsolved. That's not what a gentlewoman does. Running from the police is fine, alright, let's give it a go, but we really should be fleeing. Fantastic. Use these 3 shapes to see if you can make 4 identical fan shapes. You can only move the squares. Move them by sliding and touch to rotate. Fan shapes made by joining the radius of a circle with an arc to a second radius.
This is an interesting one.
Ta-da!
And
Too
that's
easy.
how it's done.
You did it. Dividing the circle into 4 makes fan shapes on the top, bottom, left and right. Fantastic. How did you even manage to spot the puzzle up there in the light? It's dazzling. Very kind of you to say so, Cheryl. I always aim to dazzle. Okay, let's actually go and escape. Where do we go now? There's no time to stop and think. It's a race and we have to stay on the lead. I know, but I'm not used to being the one who's being chased. I'm usually the one doing the chasing. Ciao, Bello. Pleasure to see you again. Oh, hello. I didn't mean to listen, but you're being chased by the police. Go to Lipski's. They will help you, I'm sure. Good idea. We'll head that way. Don't let them catch you. I know you're not a killer. No one who appreciates fine food as you do could commit such a crime. Ah, thank you. Jihan, be careful. Lucky that he likes you, eh, Cat? Yes, only eating here paying off. I never thought your overactive appetite would be getting us out of trouble. Anyway, no time for yapping. Let's hightail to Lipski's place. You're right, Shell. I can't afford to let them catch me. They think I'm a murderer. Oh, hello, that butler, huh? Miss Layton, good day. Rooster, what a surprise to see you here. Indeed, ma'am. One is informed that you are suspected in a murder inquiry, ma'am. Most troubling. Oh, you've heard already. News travel fast. That's why you're here to find out the latest? No, ma'am. Miss Knife dispatched me on an errand to acquire provisions. Murder is an egregious charge, ma'am. One would like to express one's sympathies. One is in no doubt of your innocence. Thank you, Rooster. It's very sweet of you to say so. I wish we could stop and get some breakfast. Takes a lot of calories to keep this for pulse running, you know. Well, I could give you a puzzle to take your mind off. How about this one? Is it a breakfast puzzle? That's not gonna help. In the ruins. Okay, it's not. There's a sealed door in the ruins. There's a mechanism in place that will allow the door to open if 3 sticks are placed in the correct position. Yes, Mom. I mean, this is now sideways. Maybe monkey? Monkey.
I eat puzzles like this for breakfast.
That one was a trickier one. I like that.
Too easy.
Glad my brain could figure it out and I'm proud of myself. The answer was monkey. The letters on the panels are lying on the side just like the monkey in the picture. Cute. Well, it was a good one, wasn't it? Yes, indeed. It was interesting, I give you that, but won't make me fat. It's true, people don't usually eat off of puzzles, huh? Bling. Bling. I love that sound. It's kind of addictive, isn't it? Such a nice, fun, ringing bell sound. Hey, nice. They have something to say. You won't believe what's happened, best to best. No, I mean the worst thing, a murder right here on Chancellor Lane. Oh no, that's so scary. Don't worry, Bess, I'm here to protect you. I keep you safe no matter what. Oh, Benji, my hero. Okay. Well, let's move on to Lipski Brothers then. Ah, well, we made it this far at least. Fugitives, how did we end up in this mess? I hate needing to flee once bad enough. Oh, look. colleagues in towns above here. Let's ask them if they have any good ideas for us. Perhaps they know how we can slip away from here unnoticed. But first, let's solve puzzles. Look, there's a puzzle inside the Salsa Suites. That's right, this is the perfect time for solving lengthy puzzles when the police are hunting you on suspicion of murder. Perfect time. Well, we can't ignore a puzzle whenever the situation. And I can't read whatever the situation. 5 houses. House A, B, C, and D are lined up in a row, and House D is built. Diagram shows... Oops. Diagram shows the 5 houses viewed from the side. You can see House D in the middle of House C and D. The diagram also shows the distance between the houses, and you can see that there are 50 meters between House C and D. How many meters are between House D and D? You can see that there are 50 meters between House C and D. From the front, 10. So technically, if he's 50? Hold on. That must be back to front, right? House A, B, C, and D are lined up in a row, then House D is built. The diagram shows the 5 houses view from the side, and you can see House D in the middle of House C and D. Yeah, considering that this one was built later and it only says that these are built in a row, that means C and E have 20, which means if D and C, if all of them have the same distance from the front, and D is built further back and has a distance of 50 to C, then it has a distance of 50 to E2, right? It recognized that. I'm gonna give up with this
I've seen how
thing.
to solve this now.
Yeah, of course.
Puzzles are made for solving.
Sorry. Don't mean to cough into the microphone. I'm always trying. House D and D are the same distance apart as House C and D. House D is bigger than the other houses, but set further back and looks about the same size due to perspective. Can we move on now? Even in a crisis, you have to find time to keep your mind sharp, Cheryl. And you have to have time to find hint coins for future puzzles. Although we do not have many cases left, but might as well. Hey, we found a fashion farthing. We can look what new fashion accessories we can buy. Okay, let's actually talk to the Lipsky brothers. Ah, detective. I heard news. Me and Bratsy have been worried about you. You matter. Police are saying this. I know. That's why I had to get away. But now we're on the run. No, yes, we know you're not Killer Woman. Thank you. It's so nice that people believe in me. We want to help you. The police are chasing her, Bratsy. What's the best way for her to escape? No, yes, I have idea if you can work out. Amazing breakout. Can you find your way through the maze to get from the starting point at the bottom left to the goal at the top right? You need to break through one section of walls, like the circle, the section that you think needs to be destroyed. Okay, well, let's get a memo. I mean, I would love to say technically this piece of wall, but then we cannot get in here, so... I'll take this one, right?
some bite.
Does it have bite?
Hound dog.
I don't know about that. You only way through the maze. This looks to be some kind of treasure chamber. Nice. Be careful in Professor Layton's. There's always a lot of traps when it comes to old ruins. Oh yes, the try plan. I think police will not catch you this way. Bradley, wait, your plan will not work. Why do you say this? You have better idea? You're always being the smart Alex. Oh, they start bothering the thief before long. Detective wants to escape from police. This is better way. More advice about evading the law. I mean, apparently. Amazing breakout too. I love that they are at least having ideas, right? Okay, so we have to set them inside. I would have loved to set them on the outside here, and then on the outside here, but I guess we can't. Okay, we cannot go far from this side, I guess. Could break through here, but then we're stuck here, and breaking through here doesn't bring us further. So I guess we need to break through to one of these sides. I guess here and here.
This puzzle's got some bite. I ain't nothing but a hound dog.
2 consecutive puzzles of the same kind. Find your way through the maze. If a maze so tricky that you have to destroy worlds to reach the end, there must truly be hidden some extremely valuable treasure. Or it has just caved in and may not be the safest to explore. No, yes, your soft puzzle, you see, this go way to escape from police. Wait, Brad's your way's not working either. What must she do then? And does she stop police from catching her? Maybe we need completely new idea, not running away or something else. New idea, huh? Yeah, I have an answer. What are you thinking, Bradley? We hide detective and dog in shop and place police do not look. Hide us, but where? In here, what do you think? In there, really? I don't know, a cat and a dog in such close proximity? It's no time for arguing. In. Alright, come on, chill. Hello, whatever you're too likely not something certain category Layton by any chance of you? Detective from agency down street? No, yes. Are you taking the mic also? Come on, spit out. Where's she? She came through shop and exited through back entrance. She went out through the back. Lads out the back. Lads after her. Good. Stupid police are gone. Detective and dog, you can come out now. I knew it. Oh, that was a real struggle. Sorry, inside of giant teddy bear was too small for you, I think. Remember we made this teddy bear cake? There's big space inside, but not big enough. Oh, it wasn't too bad space-wise, it was just such a struggle not to eat any of it. It smelled so good. I really thought I was going to start nibbling any moment. Oh, like sounds, thank you so much. You really thrown the police off the scent. Was nothing. I'm happy my giant teddy bear cake is useful for something. Still can't believe Clover Price was killed. Very sad day. She's a difficult woman sometimes, but don't think people have a problem with her that makes them kill her. No, I know what you mean. Same thought crossed my mind too. Who could have wanted Miss Price dead? No time to think of this now. Detective, police are being behind shop. Now it's chance for you to escape. Yes, you're right. Thank you again. Bye. Killed on a spite. Maybe. Not likely to have been killed on a spite. It's an interesting thing. I guess it's like mostly chocolate. How would that would work? Where to now, Killer Kitty? Sure, well, we got it. We head to the river. The times? Yeah, fishing at a time like this, great idea. No, look, there are police searching for me everywhere. If we don't use our heads, they'll find me. That's why I'm suggesting the river. If we get on a boat, we can get far away from here in no time. Oh, that's actually a good idea. I know, I'm impressed with myself. Come along then to the river. I looked alike. Oh, hold on, there's the bike here. Okay, that's very good. Because back to the shop wouldn't be the best idea, I guess. And yes, solving a case while on the run is obviously Catriel's style, you know? Very exciting. Well, we made it this far without being caught. Worth us on the other side over the bridge, Cat, quick. Apparently something happened on Chancellor Lane this morning. You know anything about it? Not really. Just heard there was a big stir about something, but don't know what. It sounds like the news hasn't spread this far yet, Trill. It will, though, in just a matter of time. Poppino, you want Poppino? Oh dear, why are you looking so miserable? I'm sick. I just received a letter from my family in Sangria. Oh, I see. No, I cannot let myself be unhappy. I'm selling Poppinos. Poppino and unhappy are like oil and water. I say I have a new puzzle for you. It came with the letter from my family. Try it. Show me your work in your magic with the puzzles. I can't with all the words that are missing, like, in the sentence. Love triangles. Like, when you type, it's kind of fine. When you read it, it's kind of... You know, how can we make a shape in an image by using equivalent triangles out of any size? What would be the minimum number of triangles be required? 1. And then just cut off the edges? Or cut in the edges?
What's the matter with me today?
Try drawing various lines and see what you can come up with. Equilateral triangles of any size. What would be the minimum number also? Okay, technically 4 if we put them on top of each other. Let's say 4. Because you can put some on the large one to, like, mark the cutout, so to speak. Yeah. If you imagine the small triangles have cut parts out of the big triangle, that forms the shape in the original image. Yes. When I see you smiling because of the puzzle, it makes me smile too. But I'd be happy to sell the Poppinos. Oh, well, I'm glad I could help. Good luck selling you lovely trinkets. Can I ask, do they sell well? Please don't ask that question. In other words, nope. But I'm not about to give up. One day the whole world will want to buy my Poppinos. Will be a Poppino boom. I mean, he has at least the energy to sell them. Doesn't mean that they will work out, sadly. And I would know. I'll have to try to sell some of my crafts on Etsy for a couple of years. I mean, to be fair, Etsy has gone downhill very, very fast, so... I left that really quickly after they announced that AI is actually handcrafted in a way. You know, totally logical logic. We finally made it. Can't breathe a sign of relief yet, Sean. Look, there's a policeman on the bridge. Do you think he's looking for us? I'm not sure. Let's stay out of sight and watch him for a while. Oh. Yeah, you're not in a good place, huh? There you are, unless a killer. News travel fast around here, doesn't it? But don't be led astray by everything you hear. For starters, Cat's no killer, but more importantly, she's not my owner. Ah, yeah, well, sorry if I got the wrong end of the stick count, so how's it all going to work out then, huh? Got a plan? Well, work something out, alright. Got to shake a paw now, see ya. I mean, you could ask him to actually bite the policeman in the butt and shoo him off, but hey, who am I to think that? She's gonna do it with some extra snackies. Okay, let's try and divide him. PC Beta. Next, definitely öfters. See him blinking. If we try to cross the bridge, he spot us instantly. No doubt, all the other bridges across the river are being patrolled as well. Looks like we are the flank in that front. But if we can't use the bridge, how can we get to the other side? How to get across without the police noticing? Ah, how about something like this? Oh. River crossing. Use the sandbags as stepping stones over the famous. That's not gonna work. The numbers represent the depth of water, and you need a number of sandbags to cross the part of the river. What would be a minimum number of sandbags you could need to cross from one side of the river to the other? Be not allowed to move diagonally. I mean, I would say if he could jump, technically one on the shallow part. Since it doesn't work that way, I would say it's probably I mean, we can try, why not?
This should do it, I think.
Of course not.
Good, Catriel, not good.
Try work out a route that uses the fewest number of sandbags. Yeah. Okay, so we actually need a full-on route. I mean, I tried. You never know. It's a Layton game. I mean, technically, 2, 2, 1 is 5, but 5 and 1 is 6. But 2, 2, 1, 2 is exactly the same as if we go straight here. So 2, 2, 3. We cannot move diagonally. Technically this one, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 11. This is 11, and this is 11, so... Oh, there we go. 10 would be the fewest?
This should do it, I think.
No?
Oh, that's not like me.
Still one that requires this. I mean, 2, 2, 1 uses 5, 2, 3. It's still 10. Three, 4. 3, that's way too many. I mean, I guess you could make the last as a jump in every way. So I would say 6, right? And then just jump over the last
I
bit.
see how to solve this now.
No.
Not good, Catriel, not good.
I mean, I would have said 1 to just plug up the like stream of the river, but I... How's there a less annoying way? I mean, either way, we have to spend 5 on either side to get to the middle here. It's either 2 and 1. So this is 6, so either 2 and 1 or 1 and 4. But then we stuck at 4 and 2, which is 6 or 5. Can somebody else see a better way? Remember, we can't go diagonally. The thing is, we could technically shift them. Or we could say 0 cause we jump.
This is an interesting one.
No.
Oh,
Worth a try.
that's not like me.
Okay. Oops. If we wrote that Jesus is the smallest number, you want to avoid the places that are 5 deep. Yeah, I know. Wrote just one section that is 1 deep. You don't need to pass through a section that's 4 deep. Yeah, I know. Found the shortest route now by placing that number of sandbags along. It's not the correct answer. You're not trying to build a path that others can use after you. Yeah, but you cannot pick them back up if they're in the water. So technically 3, but you cannot pick them up in the water. Like, I thought of that too, but like... Or, hold on, not 3, but technically... I mean, technically 5 if you're already... Because the next step would be this one, so... 5 technically.
This should do it, I think.
But, I mean, if you have a string on them, yes, but they're gonna be heavier because they soak in the water. You will not be able to stand on a sandbag in the middle of the river and try and lift other sandbags up behind you. Absolute BS. Absolute BS. I'm calling this riddle BS. And you're not gonna use that for the fangs. I never worked, child. This way we'll be able to get across the other side of the river without anyone spotting us. Oh, it's Inspector Hastings, look. So maybe the couple wouldn't have arrested you after all. I don't know. Let's listen into the conversation. Have you seen her? No, sir. No sight of Miss Layton anywhere, said. Do you think she really did it, sir? What are you talking about, Constable? Of course she didn't do it. Something funny is going on here. Just think of all the cases we've been scratching our heads about that she's helped us solve. Right, sometimes she plays the fool, but their heart's in the right place. She's not bent, I'm sure of that. My little lemon said it, and all, a cat doesn't just try to solve a case, she's always thinking about what's best for everyone involved. She's a rare gem, that woman. It's blindingly obvious she isn't the killer. Yes, sir, I think so too, sir. Thing is, Chief Inspector Brittany is completely convinced that she did it. I don't know what he thinks he's playing at these 5 days. To be honest, sir, I haven't seen much of him lately. Seem to have been in the limelight a lot more, Inspector Hastings. When I have arrived at the scene to find him there, I was quite excited, but then it came to this pity pass. We used to enjoy a bit of friendly competition, Britannia's and me, but I don't know what's going on in his head anymore. Anyway, the point is, as far as I'm concerned, Kat's innocent. Personally, I'd like to bring her in and work through it all. We'll soon show she was innocent, I reckon. But Britannia's is the investigating officer in this one. The way he's banging on, I don't fancy Kat's chances if she shows up at the yard. If only we could find her, I could warn her to stay away from... Oh no, come on, Constable, let's look elsewhere. Yes, sir, very good, sir. Old Super Snitch has said enough. So, Inspector Hastings believes I'm not guilty? Well, you have worked on a lot of cases together now. He knows you as well as anyone. Well, a rare gem. Look at me, I'm blushing. We haven't got time to sit here and watch you with a hell like cat. Let's get over that bridge. Oh yes, good point. We must hurry to the wharf. It's nice that he believes in us, right? Or in Cat, I should say. It's not us. You know. We're not convicted of it. No sign of police along here. Yeah, so let's get to the wharf while that goes going. I did not read that right, but that's okay. Riddle? No. Been seeing a lot of coppers around today. Hello again, Mr. Fisher. You happen to know what they were investigating? What they're investigating? No, yes, I feel like I did hear something. Or maybe I didn't. Yes, I think I didn't. Simply yes or no, that's all we're looking for. Wait, maybe I did hear something, yes. Might be able to fish it up from the depths of my memory. Never know. Give me a minute. Oh no, really, it's no problem. You don't know, it really doesn't matter. Sounds like word hasn't reached these parts yet, sure? Sounds like nothing reached his parts ever. Anyway, we're chasing our tails here. Let's go to the wharf. To be fair, we're trying to talk to people to actually find out what exactly happened. To solve this riddle, you know? We already got some small hints, but nothing really helpful. Okay, let's go to the wharf. Finally, alright, we made it to the wharf. Now you just need to find a boat. Without saying goodbye first, darling. Chief Inspector Britannias, what are you doing here? It's really very simple, Catriel. Rather like you mind, I told the Chief Inspector you'd definitely attempt to escape a boat. Emiliana, how did you know, though? I'm a professional profiler, you know. A simple matter of analysis of your behavioral patterns. It was obvious that you tried to think of a devious way to evade capture, a way to flee as far as possible with the least effort, in other words, a boat. Don't forget I've had the dubious pleasure of spending a lot of time in your company. Plenty of data for my analysis. Well, excellent job, Emiana. You've obviously been paying close attention to the way you work. I'm not sure why you're so happy. You do realize what this means, I presume? Oh yes, of course. Why did you run away in the first place? You successfully managed to implicate yourself by doing that. Chief Inspector was already convinced that I was guilty. Well, as a colleague, let me give you some advice. Come back to the yard, turn yourself in. I appreciate the words of wisdom, Emiana, but sorry, I'm not turning myself in. Bene, I already deduced that would be your answer, but it's your turn to run, and in any case it would be better for everyone if you come in and clear this up. Well, we won't know how futile it is unless I try it. Alright, ladies, I think we had enough of chit-chat, don't you? You're not getting away from me again, Miss Layton, not a chance. Amazing, what people will do to advance their careers. What did you say, Peretti? Nothing. What's our move, Cat? Good question. I think we're in a pickle. Cat, we are Layton, give up. I'm going to arrest you now. Sorry, I was never very good at giving up. But there's no way out, just like in this little puzzle here. He's throwing a puzzle at us to catch us. Interesting plan, Inspector. You're out in the plains. Suddenly you notice that you're surrounded by 3 lions. They already have their eyes on you. However, for some reason they won't attack if 2 more of them are in the same distance away from their prey. You should use this to your advantage, so that you can make your escape. Find a route to the exit. Move 1 space at a time, vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. You're still 2 away. On 2, on 2. I guess this one, and then, hold on. No. Or we could go here, and then these 2 would be the same. That won't make any sense. No, these 2 are the same distance away. And this one is 1, 2 away. And this one is 1 away. Okay, Okay, hold on. If we're here, then this line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away, and this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this should be our entrance point, right? As if we're here, they're not even, and if we're here 4, they're definitely not even either. So this should be our entrance point. If we're here, we're 3 away. So that doesn't work. We could make it through here, then we're even here. Take that route all the way to here. Make it to here. I think. What?
I've seen how to solve this now.
Okay, so we had it right up into the corner. I think it was right and down, right? Yeah, it was diagonal, I forgot that. That was my fault. I clicked the thing that I didn't actually meant to click. Yeah, there we go. So I had it right in my notes, I just didn't, you know, click the right thing. Yeah, okay, good. You found a solution, but your back's up against the wall. You should be floundering. Sorry, I did say I wasn't going to give up, didn't I? Bye. Stop, Catriel Layton, stop. Run, Shell, run. Where are you going? The boat's the other way. We can't get away on the boat now. The police will be waiting for us. If we get put on that and let's head to Bowen Hill instead. Bowen Hill? I think I'd rather let the cops get us. It'll be fine. Not a narrow lot of streets will have us await capture. Even if the police follow us, it'd be much easier for us to hide somewhere. Alright then, if you say so. What are you others standing here for after? For a handsome reward to the first one of you to catch her. Yes, sir, very good, sir. There's no need to panic, Chief Inspector. But we had her. She was within our grasp, yet she slipped away. Don't worry, just leave it to me. I have a good idea where Catriel will go next. Rather than chasing her blindly, let's head off. That's far more effective. Let's head her off. That's far more effective plan. Yes, I like the cheeky way you think, Perfetti. So where's the murder running to? Oh, it's quite simple. Catriel will try to hide in. Yes, first for success, huh? Chief Inspector Britannias is desperate pursuing Cat. According to Mayana, he's driven by powerful desire to succeed. 1 minute, place crawling with pillars, and the next, they all disappeared. Please, you mean? You happen to know where they went? So yes, that I don't. It's funny that we ran away from them, but we're the ones staying here. Oh, look, there's something coming out about funnel. Smoke. I mean, it's just a guess, but... Yes, there's smoke, but there's also a puzzle in there too. Perhaps I should give it a try. Why is there a puzzle? So I always ask that in the Professor Layton game, so... Place the pieces inside the frames to signal how strong the signal is. Signal is the strongest in the top frame. There are 6 pieces to fit inside 3 frames. Let the pieces to move them. So a high, medium, low. I mean, this bit's a G. I would say L for low, but how do we make it out? Ayo. I mean, this would make sense. I mean, F for fine? This one doesn't make any sense. None of these go together anymore. Great, fine, and all. Oh. Or F, G, into it, and then we make an E or something. Or an A. Or does it have to be like a number? Okay, give me a hint. 2 pieces are inside each box, making good use of the gaps between pieces. Important, okay. Cannot overlap though. So I guess this one. Maybe if I push it. Yeah! It's lagging. Maybe if I push it to the right. Come on. Not like that though. Yeah, okay. I see, I see. I spy with my eye. One, two. It's not how that goes. And there we go, like this. 1, 2, 3.
This should do it, I
Okay,
think.
that one is actually fun once I got it. That one was very interesting. I will show the signal strength. The number of bars increases in the upper boxes. I'm gonna go a little bit longer, am I? It's so smoky, I'm glad we don't have to spend any more time on the puzzle. So am I, my coat's gonna stink for weeks. I mean, to be fair, we still have like 15 minutes since I technically started the game, so let's go and play these 15 minutes. Let's just progress a little bit more. I mean, I want to finish the game this week, and I can't remember how long the last case and things are, so... That's not what I meant to do. Plus, I wanted to play the minigames too a little bit on the last day, so, you know. As I know that we can get roughly 1 case each day. So, considering that we then have like half a case left in the end, I'm gonna like make sure that we actually only have half left. Oh man, I always click on a case and not on a... Okay, nothing unusual here. I just wanted to make sure there's nothing new. Let's go directly to the bike. Nearly there, Shale. We made it to Bowling Green, at least. My nasty whisker. I think I better stash my bicycle somewhere so the police don't find it. Good idea. It's not like we can go back to the river Chance Lane. We have to lie low here for a while. Oh, what is the pigs? No, look at that. Hans over there, isn't it? Hans, you nearly gave me a heart attack. Detective, so stupid police still haven't caught you. Good. Yes, we've managed to outrun them so far, Hans. In no small part thanks to you and your brother. But what are you doing here? Working, I fixed statue. Really? Didn't know you did that kind of work as well. I do all work. We do not drink, only tea like you British. And you should not be wasting time here. Going back streets where it's hard to find you. Yes, that's my plan. I wish you luck that stupid police don't find you. Thanks, Hans. Bye. So now we head into the dark and dingy back streets of Bowling Hill. Exactly. Come along. So he had a chance to go about his work like normal, huh? To be fair, we know that the Ratman group is protecting the streets, so it should be fairly fine. Look at, there's a puzzle in the net straight up. Oh, well spotted, Joe. Let me just see if I can solve it quickly. Bad tempered sheep. What were the rules? If they find themselves, don't get along, if they find themselves within 2 squares of each other, vertically or horizontally, they start to fight. Luckily, they don't fight if they're diagonal from each other or separated by a rock. Within 2 squares, so 2 squares from each other should be fine. Huh. They're diagonal, but then that one's not doing well there, so maybe like this. But then those two are not doing well. even if I went here, we didn't have the best of chances, right? So then there would be no. So the rock is actually the best idea, I guess. Where does the last sheep go? Can I place any here or here? Or here or here? We could place one here. And we have all those edges locked though. And this would work though. But then the last two couldn't go here and here, so... Huh. Oh. Could this work? They're two away from these, they're two away from these. I think this could work, right?
This is an interesting one.
Ah,
Puzzles
thank
are made
goodness.
for solving.
My brain worked hard on that one. Then the atmosphere on the farm is nice and quiet and the sheep look happy. Thank goodness that the rock was not necessary, technically. Sorry, my eyes hurt a little bit too much from staring at screens. It's okay though. There are puzzles everywhere, aren't there? If you keep your eyes peeled, you need never be bored collie again. Exactly, so let's see how many more we can find if nothing else that takes my mind off other things. Okay. I guess we're gonna be ambushed here or something. Makes sense. I think we can finally lower our guard in a nutshell. Oh yeah, there's no way the police would spot us here, are you barking? We're still right on in the open. I suppose you're right, it's probably a little too exposed, so let's head down some of the smaller streets to somewhere less obvious. Do you think this fire hydrant works? I'm sure the ball and his self-defense force checks that kind of thing, don't they? Anyway, even if water doesn't come out of it anymore, puzzles do. Look. Unfrozen. This is the inside of a walk-in freezer. All liquid's freezing here, but by the man's carrying out his work, there's one area inside the freezer where there's some unfrozen liquid. Where could it be? The man himself is not frozen.
This should do it, I think. And that's
Way
how
too
it's
easy.
done.
You did it. The answer was the man himself. There are all kind of liquids inside people, blood being one example. Ah, that's so much better. I knew I'd feel like this once I'd solved it. That's what I said to myself after a nap. Well, so shall, but there's no time for napping now. The police are probably hot on our heels. Can't believe he managed to, like, keep up with us, though. With his little stumpy legs. Making a ruckus like that is not gonna be obvious. Razor sharp razor, though. Sure, if we be found with that in our collection, that's not gonna pose any issues. Right, now we can pass our breath. We should be safer, well safer. It's such a definite arrest. Uh-oh, there's someone there. Oh, where? Oh, yes, over there. It's Ratman. But first, we need to take our time for in coins. Okay, the time we don't have. Enter that's apparently. Can't tell if this is junk or something someone's still using. Well, it looks like it's operational, so I'd say it's probably still in use. And it's hiding a puzzle too, if I'm not mistaken. Da-ding! Stop the bump. Timer on the bump is ticking away. Apparently it can be stopped if you connect the number 1 to 6 in order. If you decide to touch the number panels, they change color. Connecting the numbers in order to stop the bomb.
I eat puzzles like this for breakfast. They do call me Sherlock.
Easy. I did do those word search puzzles a lot when I was younger. Always loved them, especially if we were like on holiday or something, because on the like car rides whenever we were at rest stops there was not much to do, and the only options were like those like search word riddles, Sudoku, which I also did, and normal like crossword puzzles, and I couldn't do crossword. We did it. The timer stopped. What did we leave? It's actually quite impressive that someone's trying to keep this old thing going. That's true. It's important not to let things be thrown away just because they're old and looking a bit sorry for themselves. Okay, let's talk to Rodman as the last thing for today before we ride out. Like a rodent from the gutter, your peers, crooks, and villains tremble in fear. The power mouse of justice is here. Ratman. Good boys, is that you, Mr. Chance? Mr. Chance? Perhaps at first glance, but no, join the dance. I'm Ratman. Sorry, yes, of course. Whew, I'm glad to see you though, Mr. Ratman, not the police. I was out for a stroll on patrol looking for a troubled soul, and I might have found one judging by the face of glum. Well, the thing is, the police are after me because they think I'm at a Clover Prize, the owner of Lucky Clover on Chance Lane. I didn't do it, of course, obviously. That's the pits, those rotten crits accusing you of a crime you didn't commit. But don't let your spirits fall. Commits. Spirits? I mean, he tried. We're aware of all the deeds you've done, so are the good people of London. Everyone knows Catria Layton's nose is clear as the day goes, so stand tall, rise above it all. Thank you, Redman. You've given me strength to carry on. Good to hear, have no fear, sooner or later you'll be in the clear. Yes, I'm innocent, and I believe that the truth will prevail in the end. Although being on the run like this is not I'm not exactly sure that's going to happen. How long am I going to have to remain a fugitive? Who's going to prove that I'm innocent? Talking to yourself again, Cat. Yes, I am. I can't believe I've been so blind. There's no one else who's going to prove my innocence. No one else except me. About lights in our hair islands and knocking the answer to the riddle comes a knocking. Yes, Miss Layton, and faults on you, but no one's better at getting out of his due. Justice will be served in due course. Thank you, Redman. So, how are you going to do it then, Cat? How are you going to clear your name? By investigating the case and determine who the real culprit was, of course. So we must go straight back to Chance Lane. Brenda dear, Hornet's Nest are such fun things to walk into. If I don't investigate the scene of the crime, I'll never be able to prove that I didn't do it. We have to get inside the Lucky Clover. No, it's dangerous, but it's a risk we're going to have to take. Alright. I don't want to rain on your parade. It was your lifeboat moment after all. Thank you, Charlotte. So you've been dragged into this. Can't have you making exceptions to any mystery solved matter just because the mystery relates to a member of the pack. Otherwise, there's no hope of you making any progress on the conversational canine cases there. And anyway, I don't like that Brittany has. I just want to bite him. How dare he accuse you of being a murderer? He's really taking the biscuit. So I say let's find the real killer and show that so-and-so for being so sure of himself and so wrong. Oh, please bite him, he's annoying me so much. Yes, I'm so in agreement with you, especially with the biting part. Right then, to Chancellor Lane, here we come. Okay, but we're gonna leave that board tomorrow. I'm surprised that I'm actually quite awake still, or was quite awake still, but I'm starting to feel really tired now. So let me save. And there we go. And let me actually save double. Double, toil, and double. No, double, toil, and trouble. There we go. I mean, my brain is apparently not going anymore, but that's nothing new. Surprised I'm still going. Yeah, I think, like, this was actually a quite fun case to have as, like, a tired case, so this worked out pretty well. I'm not too sure if, to be fair, I enjoyed the last case, but I'm not too sure if that would have kept me awake, but this one totally did. Ugh. Nope. Not the... I want the creator's dashboard, not Mount Stream. Oops. Stream manager. Phew. Who is raidable? Also, I'm gonna so raid and run, so... I'm following... Meowing Monday. We haven't rated up Shelly in a while, huh? I don't... It looks like they're doing like a... embroidery. Wow, that took my brain away. Looks like they're doing some embroidery, so let's rate them. They're doing a lot of crafting. They upcycle things and all that kind of stuff, and it's always very fun to see what they come up with. I mean, that's why the name is Upsy Jelly, aka upcycling jelly, I guess. Anyway, I don't know where the two names come together, but something with upcycling, you know. But yeah, always fun to watch, so I hope you will enjoy that. And I'm gonna be back tomorrow with more of this case, and then hopefully this week we're gonna finish Catria Layton. I haven't looked into the next voted games yet, but we're gonna play one or two other games in between, and then we're gonna hop into another Zelda game sometime next month, probably over Christmas. Going to play some cozy Wind Waker, I think is next, which I'm really looking forward to actually. Because I haven't played it in a while, and that's very fun. So yeah, hope you all will have a good rest of your weekend, the little bit that's left. And hope you all will have a good Monday. And as always, I hope to see you all back again for the next stream. Bye bye!